Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Here we have a system of two linear equations. In the system of equations above, A and B are constants. If the system has infinitely many solutions, what is the value of A? Okay, here the question says in the given system, this A and B are constants. Then we have to assume this S and T are variables over here and also here. Okay, so since the system has infinitely many solutions, so what we can do is we can write these two linear equations in standard form. Standard form means that is ax positive by equals to c. Usually we consider x and y as variables, that is x term and y term are kept on the left side and the constant is kept on the right side. Okay, here we consider s and t as variables. So in each equation we can keep the terms which contain s and t on the left side and the constant should be on the right side. The same thing we have to do with the second equation as well. Okay, now let me take the first equation, that is 5s negative 2t negative 1 equals to negative a. So here let's keep the terms which contain s and t on the left side. So we have to get up the constant negative 1. For that we have to add 1 to both sides. When I add 1 to both sides is negative 1. Positive 1 will cancel. Then I'm getting 5s negative 2t equals to, on the right side I'm getting 1 negative a. Let's do the same thing for the second equation as well. That is negative 8s positive bt negative 2 equals to 2. Let's skip the terms which contain s and t on the left side. So we have to get out this constant term. Then we have to add 2 to both sides. When I do so, this negative 2 positive will cancel. Then I'm getting negative 8s positive bt equals to 2 positive is 4. Okay, now I got the given two linear equations in standard form. That is, we got the terms which contain variables on the left side and constant on the right side. The same we have on the second equation as well. Okay, the question says a given system has infinitely many solutions. Whenever a system of two linear equations in standard form has infinitely many solutions, then the coefficients of the two variables s and t and the constant term must be proportional. That is, the ratio of the coefficients of s, the ratio of the coefficients of the variable t, and the ratio of the constant terms must be equal. Okay, now first let me take the ratio of the coefficients of s, that is 5 and negative 8. These are the two coefficients of s. So the ratio of these two coefficients is 5 over negative 8. Now let me take the ratio of the coefficients of the variable t. That is, here we have negative 2 as a coefficient of t. Here b as a coefficient of t. So the ratio of these two coefficients is negative 2 over b. Now let me take the ratio of the constants, that is 1 negative a and 4. Then we get to 1 negative a over 4. This is the ratio of the constants. So all these ratios must be equal. Since all these three ratios are equal, we can equate any two out of these three ratios. Okay, here I am going to equate the first ratio and third ratio, because my aim is to get the value of a. So the third ratio contains a, and in the first ratio both the terms are clearly known, that is they are numbers. Okay, now let me equate the first ratio and third ratio, and this first ratio 5 over negative 8 can also be written as a negative 5 over 8. And the third ratio is 1 negative a divided by 4. Okay, let me multiply both sides by 4 to get up the denominator 4 over here. So this 4 will cancel out. 4 goes into 4 one times and 4 goes into 8 two times. So here I am getting negative 5 over 2 on the left side. On the right side we have 1 negative a. Okay, now to get up this 1, let me subtract 1 from both sides. When I subtract 1 from both sides, it was 1, negative 1 and cancel out. I am getting negative 5 over 2, negative 1 equals to negative a. Okay, here we have negative a. So to make this negative a as positive, what I have to do is I have to multiply both sides of this equation by negative 1. Let me do it. Negative 1 times negative 5 over 2, negative 1, and on the right side negative 1 times negative a. Okay, now we can distribute this negative 1 to this one and this one. Negative times negative will become positive. 1 times 5 over 2 is 5 over 2, and negative times negative will become positive. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 1 times negative a is just a. Okay, here to get the value of a, we have to add the fraction 5 over 2 and the integer 1. Whenever I want to do addition or subtraction between a fraction and an integer, I have to multiply the integer by the denominator of the fraction. Once I'm done with this multiplication, I can take these two as a common denominator. Okay, let me continue over here. When I multiply this 1 by this 2, I am getting 5 positive 2. Since I have multiplied this 1 by 2, now I can take this 2 as a common denominator. On the right side we have a. So 5 positive 2 is 7. That is 7 divided by 2 equals to a. I got the value of a. The value of a is 7 over 2.